am I? Yeah, that's the question that's been bugging me lately. I mean, I know my name. That's just what I'm called. I know I've got this body. At least I think I have a body. That's what my thoughts tell me. In fact, my thoughts tell me a lot of things, so maybe I'm my thoughts. But then there's also all these feelings I seem to have. Not to mention a whole bunch of things I appear to do. So what defines who I really am? And for that matter, who are you? Let's start really simple. Let's just say that I'm this black dot. Now, if I am this black dot, then I have shape, color, and size. And if what I am looks like this, then what I'm not has to look like this. Wait a minute. They both look like the same thing. Let's try that again slowly. If I am this black dot, then everything I'm not is this white space around me. Now I'm getting confused. Am I a black dot on a white space, or am I a white space with a black dot? This is ridiculous. Of course I'm the black dot. See? This is me. All this is simply what's not me. Ugh, they're still the same. What is going on here? What is me and what is not me look exactly alike. Does what I am depend on what I'm not? Well, let's find out. If I'm this black dot, and I take away the white space around me, let's see what happens to me. If I take away what's not me, then all that's left is me. Look at that! I'm all there is! I'm everything and I'm everywhere! This is pretty neat! If I want to go someplace, I won't even have to move because I'm already there. But wait a minute. How can I really go anyplace? I mean, if I'm all there is, then there's no other place that I can really, well, go. This could get really boring after a while. Let's go back to the way it was, okay? Phew. Okay, that seems a little more interesting than all that black. How about I try it the other way and take away the thing that is me? Let's see. Hey, I like this idea even less. Where did I go? I mean, now I'm just nothing, and I'm nowhere at all. That's not any fun either. So if being everything everywhere, or being nothing nowhere are both so dull and boring, then what was my first option again? Uh-oh, back to me being the black dot again. Okay, so if I pretend that I'm just the black dot, then it looks like I'm something somewhere. Alright. Well, how about I pretend to go somewhere else? Okay. Now I'm pretending that I'm here and not over there. Or I could go over there and pretend that I'm not any other place. Now that I've moved around a bit, what else can I do? Well, I can change my shape. From this into this. Or this. Or this. Not bad. What else? I can change my size. Check me out, pretending to grow. Woohoo! Oh, don't want to grow too much. Well, it sure is more fun pretending there's some nothing to move my something around in. But being a single something somewhere still has a lot of limitations. So since I'm in charge here, and I can pretend anything I want, why don't I just pretend that I'm also something else? Okay, let's try it. Here's a picture of two somethings. Whoops. Now how did I get back to everything everywhere? Oh, I get it. I forgot to include some nothing in between my two somethings. There, that's better. I guess some nothing's pretty important if there's going to be some somethings. Maybe they do kind of need each other. Well, anyway, now that I'm pretending that I'm two somethings somewhere, I can really begin to have some fun. Now, I can come together. Or at least pretend that I'm coming together. And I can pretend that I'm going apart. Or I can pretend that I'm going up and down, and back, and forth, and crisscross, zigzag, or all kinds of different ways. But wait a minute. Something's missing. I mean, if I'm pretending to be both my number 1 and my number 2 dots, and if I control both of them, when I do one thing with my number 1 dot, I already know what my number 2 dot will do next. And that's no fun. I want to be surprised. What's the point of doing something if I already know the outcome? I can't surprise myself because, really, there's only me pretending that I'm these two something somewhere. Too bad. This really seemed like such a good idea. Hey, what about this? Since I'm already pretending that I am two somethings, why don't I simply pretend that one of the somethings is something else? Something besides me. Let's say that I'm just the number 1 black dot. Okay, so now what? Well, one thing's for sure. If I pretend that I'm only my number 1 black dot, then I won't know what my number 2 black dot will do next. So now I can be surprised and have some fun. So, if my number 1 black dot moves over here, let's see what my number 2 dot will do.
La 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 la.
Well, look at that.
I would have guessed.
Whoops. Sorry. I would have guessed that my number 2 dot would have gone the other way. This could be kind of exciting. All I have to do is continue to pretend that I'm only my number 1 black dot. I'm only my number 1 dot. I am not my number 2. Okay, I think I got it straight now. Let's see. Ooh, wasn't that a pleasant surprise?
Thank you.
No, thank you. I suppose I actually remembered that I'm only just pretending that I'm not my number 2 dot. That might really spoil my fun. I know. Just to make sure that I can keep my game going, I'd also better arrange that I keep forgetting that I'm just pretending. If I continue to forget that I'm only pretending, then I can continue to be surprised. Now I think I'm really getting somewhere. Oh, with only 2 black dots, it'll be much too easy for me to remember that I'm pretending to be only my number 1 black dot. I've got it! I'll just pretend there's a whole lot of my number 2 dots out there. Whew! Yeah, that should keep me busy for a while. Can you still find me? I can always pretend there's even more, too. Wow, look at that! Think of the possibilities! With all those number 2 dots out there, I won't have any trouble forgetting that I'm just pretending that I'm only my number 1 black dot. In fact, after a while I might even start really believing that my number 1 dot is all that I am, and all that I ever have been or will be. And meanwhile, just look at all the things that I can pretend are out there. I can pretend they all mean something, and then I can come up with all different ways to interact with them. Which will be great, as long as I keep forgetting that I'm just interacting with myself. Okay, let's see. How should I start my game? Well, it's probably not a good idea to start the game with what I'm pretending is me, because then I might catch on too quickly and suddenly remember that I'm just pretending it all. That would be way too short a game. So I'll start the game with one of my something else's. In fact, I'll even pretend that I came from one of my number 2 dots. And then I can pretend that that number 2 dot came from other number 2 dots. And on and on and on. Wow! With all my number 2 dots tied together like that, it'll seem like my game's already been going on for a long time when I start it. What a clever idea! Whew! All this pretending could get tiring. Maybe I need to build in some timeouts.